Welcome and thanks for joining me right here on the channel. The solution is you. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling great. I'm doing well. Hopefully you are too. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. With that, let me go ahead and get into today's subject. Now, the topic of today: 5 signs of a sharp left turn after sex. Now, most times on the channel, I like to talk about success and positivity and all the things that are great in relationships as well as life in general. And there are a lot of people who go through different things in life. We all face different obstacles, and while we are looking to scale up in life, there are different things that takes us down different directions, and some for the good, and others, if you're not careful, you can end up in situations that can cost you, whether it be time, it can be a relationship, it can be money. Sometimes you can find yourself in a situation where you've altered your relationship with your kids. There's all sorts of obstacles and challenges that we encounter in life. And when we are dealing with relationships, I mean, these are could be, individuals that we deal with on a daily basis, that could be someone that you love and you take interest in, and you want to see the best out of them, and you would like that in return. And there's just so much that we put into relationships that a lot of times we overlook some of the small things in life. So it's so important to get to know whoever it is, whether it be a friend or someone that you are looking at being with long term, that you would like to share your belongings, or share your intimate moments with. Either way, it's important to really know who it is that you're getting with, and you want to at least know their background, and all of this is just so important because you have a lot on the line, a lot of things that you may have worked hard for. So you just need to know exactly who it is that you're dealing with. And unfortunately, we all get in situations where you may be mesmerized by the sex, so you really not thinking like you should, and sometimes you just take things from there, and things just tend to go south at times. So today's content is for the situations that involve men getting with women, and you are blinded by the sex, and things seem to have turned left after you've gotten the sex, and you may have thought that this person was capable of maybe bringing you happiness and joy, but things just didn't turn out that way. So I would like to go ahead and get into the 5 signs of a sharp left turn after sex. So let me go ahead and start with number one: the stare. So, men, I'm sure whether it's recently or it could have been in the past, or even if you have a partner that you talk a lot, and maybe you know this homeboy, he's telling you about a situation that he was in. But either way, you may have been in a situation where you got with a woman, and this may have been a woman that maybe her looks wasn't up to your standards, and the body was on point. So this could be a woman that has that special arch in her back, and she has the walk and the hips, and maybe the skin looks very nice, maybe she keeps her hair done, but she's just not the exact type that you would like in order to have a long-term relationship. Now, I'm just talking about looks and nothing else. So this may be one that in the back of your mind, you're thinking about testing her out. So you want to get her back to the house and test her out. So one night she invites you over to her house and you come over, and once you get over there, you engage in some sex, and after the sex, the woman is, you're sitting up and maybe you're watching a movie, and she's just sitting there looking right at you. Have you ever been in this situation where, now let me say this. So normally, it's not uncommon for when you have sexual relations with a woman for her to have some feelings toward you. But what I'm talking about is the excessive stare. So this is a situation where you've knocked it down, you're over her house, and now you're watching movies. And she's not even paying attention to the movie. She's just looking at you the entire time. So you can just feel this. You can just, out of the side of your eye, you can see that she's just been staring at you the whole time. How many of you have experienced this? So, I mean, it doesn't matter. You could be just doing something random inside of the house, no matter where you go or what you're doing. This particular person that you've now had sex with is just staring you down, no matter what. This could also be at the job. So you've knocked down this particular woman that has let you come over, and now y'all are working at the same job, and and she is in the same department as you, and you're sitting at your desk and you are working on a project, and so you're fully engaged in this project. So you're trying to get things done. You're looking at your computer screen. Maybe you take a phone call, and then you're writing some things down at your desk, and you look up, and the woman is just staring at you the whole time. So you ignore it, and you keep looking at your computer, and you're writing some things down, and you look back up, she's still looking. So she gets up and she's walking to throw something in the trash, and she's still looking at you. So, usually when it's a situation like this is a woman that maybe you put it down so good, and maybe she hadn't had anyone like you before. Maybe you given her a lot of attention or something, and she is just paying you the most attention. She wants to make sure that you do not get out of her sight, and she's keeping tabs on everything that you're doing. So sometimes you have to really beware of this, because this could turn out to be infatuation that could turn into stalking or something, because I'm sure a lot of you men have been in situations where you put it down really well, or maybe this was a woman who is not used to being treated a certain way, and maybe you come in, you're talking good, and you're maybe doing some things that she can appreciate, and she's just watching your every move. Everywhere you go, she gets up and she's kind of checking to see where you went. She's kind of looking to see who you're talking to. Have you ever been in that situation? Maybe another woman came over to ask you a question about a report that she has to send out, and then you look over there and she's looking at you to see if maybe you're trying to get her number or something. So you have to be aware and be careful about women who are staring too long, not really giving you the space that you need, even after sex. So number 2 is tight squeeze. So this is a woman where after you've gotten the sex, and everything is you're feeling good, and everything is right, this is the one that clings on to you everywhere you go. So you two are in the drive-through at your fast food restaurant, and you're just trying to go by, grab you a quick bite to eat, and you're in the restaurant. So you're at the drive-through, at the restaurant. So you pull around to the drive-through window, and you're paying for your meal. You're driving, so you're paying for the meal, and at the window you have a nice cute woman who's taking the money. So you go ahead and you give her the money, and she's handing you the food, and she's basically asking, is there anything else you need? And then your woman out of nowhere says, no, that'll be all, thank you. You ever been in this situation where you have a tight squeeze, one of these women who won't let you go? She's holding on to you everywhere, very possessive. Now, somewhat there's nothing wrong with this, but I'm talking excessively. I'm talking about a woman who clings on to you everywhere you go, especially after you've just had sex. So this could have been a woman that you just met. So maybe you don't even know her. You haven't known her for that long. Maybe it's been just, maybe you've been knowing her for about a month, but you had sex just yesterday. And today she's clinging on to you everywhere you go. This could also be a woman where you go to the doctor's office. So she's traveling with you to the doctor. It's a normal visit. You're just going in just to see your primary physician. So she's there with you. And your doctor just so happens to be a nice female. So she's nice looking. Most of the female doctors are in shape and they're looking well and looking nice. And so, you just went in and it's been an hour that you two have been there visiting. And your doctor comes back and she says, well, looks like all vitals have returned normal and everything is good, and you're looking nice as well. And then your woman says, well, I know, isn't he? So, this is one that takes things a little bit too seriously. She's so clingy and sensitive that every little thing ticks off. She thinks that everyone woman you come in contact with is trying to make a move. So you have to be careful about this, because this thing sometimes can turn dangerous if you're not paying attention to the signs of a tight squeeze. Now, number 3, flashpoint. So this is typically a woman that you may be dealing with or have dealt with in the past. This could be a woman, sometimes us as men, you are looking for women who have all of the goods on display. So this could be a woman with a breast out jiggling, or maybe she likes to wear the very short mini dresses, and maybe she has some wide hips, and the cheeks are jiggling with everything that she has on. And so this is a woman, let's say y'all are out at the corner store. So, you're going to go in and maybe just make a quick purchase, and she is outside. Maybe she's talking to some friends that she saw pulled up or something. And there's a lot of guys that's driving by. So you just went right into the corner store just to make a quick purchase. Maybe you're getting some cigars or something. Who knows what you're getting? Maybe you're getting just a drink. And usually, when you're in the corner store, you can still just, while you're making a purchase, you can look out and see what's going on, maybe in the parking lot or something. And so, you got your girl out there who you just met not long ago, but you've just hit it or whatever. And she's out. And because you chose her, she's feeling some type of way. She's feeling that she has all the attention. She has all the potential of getting. Maybe you're a guy who, you have a very high profile, or you're well known in the community or something like that. And this girl has all of her stuff on display. So she believes that she's in a privileged position, and that because of this, she has all the clout or something. So now she can go out and kind of do what she feel and do what she want with no consequences. So while you're making the purchase, she's out and she's bending all over, acting like she's picking stuff up in order to get even more attention now from the guys who are passing by in the parking lot. So all the guys are who's driving by or honking their horns of their car, and they're about to wreck out. And you even have some guys making some sounds because they are looking at all the goods from when she's bending over. So you have to be very careful about this. This could be also be a situation that goes down when you two are at the state fair. So this could be a situation where you're at the state fair, and when you're out there, everybody's out having a great time. There's music and there's food and all of these activities going on. There's a lot of people and all of this. So she's out there with all the goods out, and she's making eye contact with every guy that passes by, and they're looking at her, and she's looking back at them while she's with you, showing all types of disrespect. So you have to be careful about women, especially if you look at yourself as being a serious guy. Be careful about women who are putting their assets on display, because this could lead to misunderstandings and fights and unwanted attention that could put you in a situation with law enforcement, there's just all people who you know or something may think that you're soft. I mean, all sorts of issues can arise from you being with someone who doesn't really have any care about themselves or the people around them. Now, number 4 is bedroom bullying. So this is a situation where you have a woman that you just had sex with her, and you really don't know all of what she's capable of. So all you know is maybe that she put it down in the bedroom really good. So maybe y'all were getting it in for about 2, 3, 4 hours. And so, you really, enjoyed the way that she put it down in the bedroom. So now this is a woman where after that, maybe the next night, this is a woman that wants you to put it down another 3 or 4 hours again. So once you put it down, maybe, there's a resting period of about 1 hour. And then after that hour, she's waking you up to get it in some more. So maybe it's another 2 hours that she wants to put it down. And then after that, she wants you to go and get in the shower and get ready for breakfast. So you go and get in the shower and you get out and you're ready for breakfast. So you're sitting in the bedroom. She's going to serve you in the bedroom. So she brings in the eggs and some pancakes and some bacon, and she has it like on a tray, and you're in the bed with the bedroom tray. And while you're working on your breakfast, eating your breakfast, she's kissing you all on your neck and rubbing all on your goods, and you can't even eat breakfast because she is just all over you. And this could also be a woman that has a lot of mood swings and mood changes. So sometimes you can run into a woman that is providing some good sex, and maybe she does a lot of things well, and this could be a woman that's providing some great oral sex. So after everything is finished, you are all satisfied. So she's put it down so well, you are very excited about looking forward to the next time that she puts it down, which could be maybe later that night. And so later that night, she acts as if nothing didn't happen. So she's a totally different person. So she acts like she's off limits. So then the next day comes, and she acts like she's totally off limits. So she's all serious and handling business and doing her thing. So this is one that doesn't cut you any slack. I mean, you could be at home and you're running a slight fever, maybe it's about 100, and she comes in while you're in the room, climbs on top of you. And so you like, hey, I'm trying to recover. And she just tells you to shut up, take it. So this is one that you're just running away from. When you first, got the sex, everything was all good. You were indulging in as much as you could, but after time, you were basically dreading going home due to the excessive sex drive. Now, number 5 of the 5 signs of a sharp left turn after sex: hostile takeover. So, this is a woman, and she may already have a man. She may have been in a relationship for a number of years, so she has a guy, could even be a husband, but she has interest in you. Maybe you have her as the side piece, and this is a woman where you've had sex with her. And this is a woman that has taken an extra liking to you. I mean, maybe you're working at the same job, and you at the job and you minding your own business, handling business, and she's cooking you meals and bringing it to you. So even though she knows that you have a woman, but regardless, you at the job, and every day she's bringing you a meal. So you've told her, hey, I don't really need you to bring me anything, but she goes out of her way to go and make a home cooked meal and bring it to you every day. Even when you have told her that you don't need the meals, she's forcing it on you. So this could also be a woman where maybe you are at an event, you two are at an event, and this is like an award ceremony or something, and you go up for an award, and a couple of your colleagues from work, they stand up, give you a standing ovation, and this particular woman stands up to give you the ovation as well. So she's basically treating you as if you are her husband. You ever been in this situation where a woman has taken an extra liking to you and treating you as if she wants you to be her husband? So this could also be one where you're at the job and you're chilling or whatever. Maybe you have your own personal cubicle, and she's coming over, sitting on your lap. So now you're looking around to see if any colleagues are noticing this, because maybe they know that you have a wife, and she's just purposely coming up there. Maybe she has on a tight skirt or something, got the legs showing, and sits on your lap. And this could also be one that is checking with you, stopping you in the hallway or something to get your opinion on what she should wear the next day. I thank you for listening to me today. Please understand that the solution is you. With that, have a great day.